Welcome to the weekly weather briefing from the National Weather Service in Spokane for Monday, August 3rd, 2015. Over the next week, the weather pattern will be somewhat active. Low pressure moving in early this week will bring breezy and cooler conditions and some fire weather and air quality concerns, with mainly an isolated shower and thunderstorm threat. Things settle down late in the work week, but another threat of precipitation moves in for the weekend. Here is an overview of the current pattern with a satellite image from this morning. Point 1, the dashed black line stretching from northern Utah to southwest Washington, will continue lifting in from the south-southwest through tonight. Point 2 indicates a cold front and upper trough that will make its way inland between tonight and Thursday. These two features will bring a threat of mainly isolated showers and thunderstorms in the mountains, maybe some sprinkles or isolated showers in the basin and valleys. But this won't be the main concern. More notable will be the winds. While they will not be extremely strong, they will offer some fire weather concerns given our low humidity values. Then toward the weekend, low pressure off the California coast, indicated by point 3, will gradually make its way inland and at least skim by southeast Washington and the lower Idaho panhandle. And low pressure, currently near the Aleutians, indicated by point 4, gradually makes its way toward the Pacific Northwest coast to edge inland going into early next week. These two features will bring our next precipitation threat. The smaller concern for the week with the incoming trough will be the potential for showers and maybe some isolated thunderstorms. This image shows one model's representation of the total precipitation amount between Monday and Thursday, with the general thunder risk outlined in red. The initial wave moving in from the south tonight, and the cold front and trough moving in tonight into Tuesday will offer the first precipitation threat. The best chances will be around the mountains. The valley and basin areas will largely see a threat of sprinkles tonight and early through Tuesday. In other words, outside of the mountains, you may see some raindrops, but right now it's not expected to amount to much. A shower and thunderstorm threat will continue through Wednesday and Thursday with the incoming upper trough, with the main chances around the mountains in the afternoon and evening. The basin is expected to be dry Wednesday and Thursday. Impacts are not extremely high. There could be some lightning strikes, and rain amounts even in the mountains are not expected to be very significant, generally at less than 1/10 of an inch. We may see some locally heavier amounts near the British Columbia border, though. So now let's take a look at what might be on most people's minds: the smoke and haze in the atmosphere. Here is a quick look at where the current larger fires exist across the inland northwest. These are contributing to the smoke and haze in our atmosphere and impacting the air quality. The biggest contributor has been the Wolverine Creek wildfire near Lake Chelan that really began to emit a large amount of smoke Saturday morning in the hot and unstable atmosphere. Here are some of the available air quality sensors across Washington and North Idaho. It shows many areas under what the Department of Ecology classifies as unhealthy or unhealthy for sensitive groups across northern Washington and North Idaho. This is indicated by the red and orange circles. With the incoming low early this week and the accompanying increase in winds, we may see some improvement, but it is not certain because any ongoing regional wildfires will continue to contribute smoke to the atmosphere. Look to the air quality websites for more information. I've included the links here. So here's a look at the wind speed forecast. This represents Tuesday afternoon, but speeds are expected to be similar this afternoon and again Wednesday. Locations from the lee of the Cascades out through the Columbia Basin, including the Spokane area and Palouse, may see winds around 10 to 20 miles per hour. Speeds will be highest in the 12 to 9 p.m. time frame. In tandem with that wind speed forecast, here are the minimum RH values for Tuesday. Again, values are similar today and again Wednesday, though they might be slightly higher on Wednesday. So the combination of the winds and low relative humidity value are the reason for current red flag warnings. Here are the red flag warnings that were issued or is about to be issued in effect from now through Wednesday for the combination of breezy winds and low relative humidity value. These are issued to highlight areas where rapid fire spread is possible with any new or ongoing fires. This is an evolving situation, so keep checking for updates. The late week pattern will remain active. Low pressure off the California coast moves inland and tracks by southeast Washington and lower Idaho, and the Gulf of Alaska trough approaches. In general, this will renew the threat of precipitation across the inland northwest, though there is not a lot of model agreement on the details, so confidence in exactly who will get precipitation and how much is low. But overall, this next system doesn't look very wet until perhaps Monday or Tuesday of next week. So here are some summaries. Here's the trend in the Wenatchee area. Temperatures will cool through midweek, then moderate towards the week's end, as one trough exits. We will see only minor improvements in relative humidity through the week. Winds will be breezy through Wednesday, slacken later in the week, but another uptick in speeds is possible towards Saturday, so we will have to monitor fire weather concerns late week too. Spokane's 7-day trend shows things cooling to more seasonal values, with slow improvement in relative humidity. Winds will be breeziest Tuesday and Wednesday. Lastly, on to the 8 to 14 day outlook, the Climate Prediction Center is calling for above normal temperatures, with a near normal threat of precipitation, save for perhaps near the northern Cascades, which could be open to more Pacific systems and wetter. But we are generally dry this time of year, so any precipitation may push us above normal. Please monitor our forecasts through the week for updates. Check us out on Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube. Thank you for tuning into this weekly weather briefing.